Hi, I'm Dr. Pamela Dragos with Veterinary Acupuncture and Alternative Medicine. I'm going to show you acupuncture on Snickerdoodle here. Snickerdoodle is a 14-year-old neutered male miniature poodle with heart problems. He has a pretty significant heart murmur, and acupuncture and herbal medicine and supplements and holistic medicine in general can help with heart murmurs, along with traditional or along with Western medicine, or simply alone. So I'm going to do the things that I do for the exam. We'll take his temperature and listen to his heart and lungs and look at him overall. I look at his eyes and just get an idea of any abnormalities. And I check his ears and his teeth. I check the tongue, which is part of the Chinese exam. There you go. A little dry, a little pale and lavender, and that tells me a lot about what's going on. And I'll listen to his heart and lungs. He's got a grade 4 out of 6 heart murmur, which is pretty significant. You can actually feel it. But he has no symptoms, no coughing, no swelling, no exercise intolerance, just the murmur. I'm checking his pulse. That's also part of the Chinese exam. His pulse is in the middle. It's got significant tone, which can be an indication of heart stagnation or qi stagnation in the heart, which causes the blood stagnation and the murmur that he's got. So the other things I do with the Chinese exam is I'll check for temperature changes at the acupuncture points and sensitivity. So I'll check his alarm points underneath. See if we have any sensitivity, and then I'll check his association or shoe points on the top and see if we have any heat coming out or depressions, and that tells me if he's got a lot of deficiencies and where the deficiencies are, because each point here corresponds to a meridian. There's one right there. Let's see who that is. It's bladder 17. That's the influential point or the association point for the diaphragm and the influential point for blood. So that would make sense with blood stagnation in the heart. So we'll start with some acupuncture points, and I'll start with governing vessel 20 on the top of his head. It's a permission point just to see how he reacts to needles, and it's also a calming point. It's good for the immune system, and it helps balance the yang of the body, which is the activity, the heat, daytime kind of qualities, and he did very well for that. So we'll move along. We'll do a shoe point on his back. We'll do the association point for the heart. Oh, he's doing very well. He's not reacting to the needles. They're very small, and even timid little dogs like Snickerdoodle can do very well with acupuncture. If the needles don't work, then I switch to laser, and I'll do a few points on him with the laser in sensitive spots. There we go. Now we'll move over to PC6, which is the master point for the chest. So that's a nice point for heart problems. We want to be really gentle and not push things. There. All right. There. What do you think, Snickerdoodle? What do you think? There you go. I think I know where you're going, huh? All right, so we'll do a laser on that one. So we'll skip that for now. He's a little sensitive on his paws, which is not unusual. A lot of dogs are foot shy, and that's okay. So let's try stomach 40. Stomach 40 is the influential point for phlegm. And it's a nice point for dogs with heart problems. Oh, that went better. And let's try heart 7. Let's see. You don't like your feet touched? Hmm? What do you think? Can I be sneaky? Hmm? Can I be sneaky? What do you think? Huh? Oh, that was sneaky. There you go. So we've got heart 7 in there. Got some pretty nice points. Very strong points for dogs with heart murmurs. So we'll come back. This is a laser, a cold laser that's used for acupuncture as well as cold laser treatments. And there are different settings for each meridian. So we'll set it for the pericardium meridian and do pericardium 6 because he didn't like to have that needled. And that's okay. This works just as good as the needles, and sometimes I have to use laser on all the points in timid animals or scared cats and dogs. There you go. I'm also going to do CV14, and I like to use the laser for CV14 because it's on the underside of their body and it's not a terribly nice place to put needles. It's got its own special setting. We're going to do bar 7 and we'll find CV14, which is the moo point or the alarm point for the heart. And this balances the points on the back. Here it is. And I only need about 15 or 20 seconds on the point. There you go. And then we'll try a pattern for stagnation, so qi and blood stagnation in the heart that leads to his heart murmur. We'll do a pattern called 4 gates. It is 1 point on each paw. It's actually a very common pattern because it's very calming and it relieves stagnation or blockages. You're very suspicious. Here we go. Good boy. There we go. Those were 2 of the 4 gates, and we'll get the 2 points on the back feet. We'll do liver 3. The needles only have to stay in for about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. We'll get our other liver 3. Good boy. Excellent. And then we'll mess around with these needles a little bit. We turn them or spin them, and that helps grab the fascia. And helps with the communication in the body. There we go. So each of these points is stimulating local nerves as well as nerves that go to the spinal cord, and also releasing hormones in the brain like endorphins for relaxation. And we'll rebalance his meridians here and help with his murmur. Dogs with heart murmurs can actually improve with acupuncture as well as herbs and supplements. There are Chinese formulas for dogs with heart problems like him. So with heart chi and blood stagnation, I use herbs like blood's palace, which is for heart chi stagnation. And then I use supplements like Standard Process. This is the blood's palace. So Standard Process has a cardiac support, which is nice for dogs with heart problems. And then over-the-counter supplements like ubiquinol or CoQ10 are excellent for dogs with heart problems and murmurs. And there are also essential oils like Cardio Boost that you can put on him, and that helps decrease stress as well as protect the heart, and it improves circulation. So we'll let these needles cook for a little while. He's relaxing a little bit. There you go. And we'll check his pulse and see what changes we have. He had quite a wiry pulse to start, which indicated a lot of stagnation. It's a little softer now. So the pulse has relaxed. Acupuncture will change the circulation in the body. And he did very well. So we'll let the needles stay in for another minute and then pull them out. He should be sleepy tonight and tomorrow. And then I will do another acupuncture treatment in a week or 2. And I do treatments every week or 2 for 3 to 4 treatments, and reevaluate, and then we see if we can stretch them out a bit. Are you sleepy? You just want pets? And I'm Dr. Pamela Dragos with Veterinary Acupuncture and Alternative Medicine. And this was Snickerdoodle getting acupuncture for his heart murmur.